Welcome back to D&D Beyond, and a big welcome back to returning guest and Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep co-writer LaTia Jacquise. Hi!
Hi! It's me. I did stuff, and I'm happy to be back to talk about it.
What were the things that you sort of were most able to sort of leave your mark on in this one?
So, I am responsible for all of the nice stuff before it gets horrible. I contributed a lot of the festival games, like the first couple of chapters. I contributed some of the festival games, and I contributed the kind of encounters that you, once the journey begins properly, a lot of those encounters, and then I had a hand in developing your kind of midway point between your first point A and point B of the beginning of the book. So yeah, everything that I contributed is nice and happy and wonderful.
Is it though?
I promise. Well, you may have to fight a couple of things, but nothing that I give you is as bad as what you get later in the book.
Tell me a little bit about designing festival games for the start of this adventure.
Well, when we picked our sections, and horror isn't my thing. I like happy fun times, so I was absolutely aware of like wanting to do these festival games and wanting to just kind of introduce the world that we have created and the city. Introducing Jigow with a festival is kind of like the best. I thought one of the best ways to get to know a city, because there's no time like a celebration, and so it kind of, gosh, and this was almost a year, like a little over a year ago. So I wanted to give any character who's playing Netherdeep a chance to show off. So you've got your festival games of intellect, and your festival games of strength and dexterity, and all of those and constitution. Of course, I put a pie eating contest in this. You can't have a festival without a pie eating contest. But all of those things that get, like, especially if whether or not your characters know each other before they begin this adventure, or whether they've been friends forever. I just wanted to give everybody a chance to even better get to know each other's characters, because you don't expect the wizard to want to do something like a arm wrestling competition or a pie eating contest. And I thought it would be really interesting for the players to get a chance to kind of show off the things that you don't normally get to see in an adventure, and is, a lot of some of my previous writings, like one of the little mini adventures that I did for D&D Beyond previously, I got to do something similar. Storm Celebration involves a big, congregation of people up in the northern wastes of Xhorhas, where they're having a storm is happening, and so they have festival games and things like that. So this was also where I felt I had the strongest experience in kind of cultivating these things. So that's what I wanted to do with the festival games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we get into that adventure. Yeah, go.
No, I was just going to say, like, before this, I was also going to mention that this is one of the things that Netherdeep does, as outside of other, it's, everybody's been talking about it, your rival party, right? So I figured that the festival games were also a perfect chance for you to meet the rival party, because, you also get a feel for who they are as characters and their motivations based on the games that they may do or the games that they don't do, and, their interactions there. So I just want to throw that in as well. And now you can say the thing you're going to say.
Can you speak to this NPC? Maybe just a little taste?
Sure, just a little bit. Just a little taste. Yes. No. This NPC is I will give her name, Agatha Silverspoon, the owner of the Unbroken Tusk Tavern, as you see behind her, a tavern that exists on the back of a giant horizon back tortoise, which also Yes, I did that. I was like, you can't, I have to put something that the players interact with on the back of a Horizon back tortoise. But yeah, the best pies in Jigow, and everybody will tell you exactly the same.
I'm very
I
excited for that.
yeah, I knew that I wanted again, I wanted the people of Jigow to feel just as lively as the city and the festival itself. So there's quite a few. I love every NPC in Jigow.